Hello everyone, Dr. Rawls here. How do you diagnose fibromyalgia? I call fibromyalgia the non-diagnosis because it's really just a collection of symptoms that similar people have, and there are no abnormal lab tests, there's no abnormal physical exam. It's considered a disorder, so medical science doesn't really define it as having a treatable cause. So it's really frustrating for patients and physicians alike. Physicians really get frustrated when someone walks in the room with a list of 20 or 30 really odd symptoms from all over their body. They like to treat one thing, and so they, like a broken leg or a pneumonia, so it's something simple that they can address. So fibromyalgia and conditions like fibromyalgia really frustrate doctors. Now, technically, the thing that separates fibromyalgia from chronic fatigue and other disorders that have exactly the same symptoms is pain at trigger points, different points. There are 18 points on the body that supposedly, and this is according to the American Rheumatology Association, that if you press those points that the person will have pain in 11 out of 18 of those points. But there was a recent study that came out that defined that 70% of people that were diagnosed with fibromyalgia don't meet that criteria. So even the technical criteria for fibromyalgia is very frustrating for a physician. I think you have to move beyond just classifying the diagnosis and look at the potential causes for those symptoms. That's the only way that this condition is going to really be addressed properly. And when you get right down to it, what it means to have the diagnosis of fibromyalgia for a medical provider is it gives them an opportunity to check that box so you have a diagnosis, so the patient is satisfied and they've met the coding criteria so they can get paid. But it really boils down to it being the fact that you, the patient, have something that we don't completely understand, and we don't have a test that defines a process that I can give you a drug for, so all I can do is just give you some prescriptions for symptoms. When you go beyond all that and start asking the question instead, what's the abnormal process, but what are the causes of the symptoms, then you move in a whole different direction with a different perspective. And that's what I found through my struggle with fibromyalgia, is that once you start understanding causes, then you can move in a direction of actually overcoming the illness and working toward a goal of wellness instead of just trying to relieve symptoms. If you'd like to know more about that, please check out my website, rawlsmd.com. I put lots of great information that not only explain what fibromyalgia is, but what you can do to overcome it. Also, take the time to sign up for our newsletter. We're constantly putting out new information that is helpful for people struggling with these kinds of mystery illnesses and moving toward wellness instead of just fixing the symptoms. Thanks for watching my video. I hope you found it helpful. Be sure and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any upcoming videos. And while you're at it, please take the time to leave me a comment. I would really like to know of any questions that you might want answered in future videos. Thanks for watching.